Visiting on your own, Vatican Museums, walking without getting lost, featuring major artwork photos, including the explanation of the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Here we are at the Vatican Museums. Impressive walls, but wait till you go inside. Rooms after rooms, galleries after galleries, with more than 70,000 masterpieces. Where do I even start? And the structure is like a huge maze. Maps? Forget about it. You won't even understand where you are. So here are some smart ways to visit the museum. Booking your own private guide would be the best way. You decide on what to see for how long. However, it has a cost. Looking for something efficient but cheap? Then book a group tour. Renting an audio guide. But machines has its limits, you know. You like challenges and you like to walk around on your own. This video is for you. I do not explain the artworks. However, I will show you your way around without missing the main pieces. This video will help you choose your own route. Route options indicate shortcuts and toilets as well. You will not miss important stuff. Main attractions are shown in pictures so you know what to look for. And you have the brief explanation of the Sistine Chapel ceiling included. So you'll be independent, free, with no worries. Before we start the visit, some tips. Calculate at least 3 hours. Bring your passport and a bottle of water, although they have coffee shops and vending machines inside the museums. Taking pictures is allowed except inside the Sistine Chapel. Watch out for the dress code. So, let's do this. Watch out, that's not the entrance, it's the exit. This is the entrance. Now you have crossed the border and you're inside the Vatican City. After the security check, cross the hall. If you need the restrooms, they're down the steps. The entrance is further up. Once you've scanned the tickets, keep on moving up. The ramp or the escalator, take your pick. This is where you renter your audio guides. Ask where you return them, as they often change these spots. Move on to the courtyard and enjoy the marvelous view of St. Peter's. From the courtyard, if you're interested in Pinacoteca, turn right. Otherwise, you go back. Inside the Pinacoteca, you will find a wide range of paintings from the 11th till 19th century. You're done? Or you've skipped the Pinacoteca. Walk back to the tower. Now you have 3 directions. Don't go right. Go straight towards the Pinecone courtyard, or if you're in a hurry, take the steps on your left-hand side. If these steps are available, obviously. Now you are inside the Pinecone courtyard. The huge bronze pine cone is from the 2nd century. You see a coffee shop and a huge sphere in the center, and many panels of the Sistine Chapel which are used by us tour guides. As you're not allowed to take pictures inside the chapel, take them here. Cross the courtyard and walk into the building, and wow, all these ancient statues. If you have time, walk down the corridor to reach the new wing. Otherwise, take the steps to your left and go directly to the Pio Clementine courtyard. This is the entrance of the new wing, Braccio Nuovo. Let's go inside. Here you'll be greeted by Augustus and the other emperors. Get back to where you were. Lovely view of the city of Rome. You have reached the Pio Clementino courtyard, where they keep the most important ancient statues. Except for these three statues, which are from 1800s by Antonio Canova. On the far left-hand corner, you will find the legendary Laocoon. Move on and walk into the building. You will be welcomed by all these animals. And further, there it is, the Torso of Belvedere. Check it out from 360 degrees. Now you're inside a gorgeous room with a cupola, the dome. Don't miss the pavement mosaic. Move to the left and you see two sarcophagi, coffins, on the sides. Go up the steps on your right. Move forward admiring ancient statues, tapestries, and the magnificent Hall of the Maps, painted in 1583. At the end of the hall, you have two options. Go directly down the steps. If the steps are open, you will reach the Sistine Chapel. Or if you have 40 or so minutes to spend, turn left towards the Raphael rooms. Walk through two rooms. Find this small door. Take the outside passage, and you will find yourselves in the first of the 4 Raphael rooms. These 4 rooms were privately used by the Pope Julius II. The fresco paintings are done by Raphael in early 1500s. When you reach the 4th room, take the small central door. Walk across the tiny chapel and go down the steps. The Borgia rooms are instead decorated by Pinturicchio at the end of the 1400s for the Pope Alexander VI. Keep on going down. Now you will see some modern religious art, starting with Matisse. Walk up these steps. Just keep on moving on. Walk up the steps and you will reach the entrance of the Sistine Chapel. There are toilets nearby. At last, you're entering the Sistine Chapel, built by the Pope Sixtus IV in 1473. Remember to remain silent and no pictures allowed. Once you enter, right above you, you will see the wall with the Last Judgment. And on the ceiling, the Genesis, both painted by Michelangelo. Now let's check on the 9 scenes of Genesis on the ceiling. God the Creator separates the light from darkness, and He creates the sun and the moon. Here's the sun and the moon, and even some plants. And He separates the land from water. See the horizon? The most famous scene, the creation of the first man, Adam. Here, Eve is created and blessed by God. By eating the forbidden fruit, they get expelled from the paradise. Now you skip one scene and go to the scene of the flood. Michelangelo started painting the ceiling from this scene, and the brown structure in the center is the Ark of Noah. Let's get back to the scene that we skipped. After the flood, Noah is telling the people to sacrifice animals to thank the Lord for their salvation. The last scene is Noah getting drunk and falling asleep naked. Nobody's perfect. That's what Michelangelo is warning us. The ceiling was completed by 1512, and Michelangelo was in his 30s. The one on the wall, The Last Judgment, was done by 1541, and he was in his 60s. Inside the chapel, you get to see the 2 colossal works of Michelangelo. And this is where they organized the conclave to elect the new pope. If you're ready to leave the Sistine Chapel, take the left-hand side exit. The one on the right is reserved for the tours. Once outside of the Sistine Chapel, you will need half an hour to reach the exit. Just keep on moving forward. Checking on souvenirs and also objects from the ancient days till today. At the end, go down these steps and find the famous helicoidal ramp. You're nearly there. Just walk down the ramp and you have reached the exit. Practically, you're back to square one. So how was it? Did you enjoy it? Remember, I've shown you less than half of the museums. Sometimes the rooms and the routes are not available, so you have to be flexible. But there's so much to see. Hopefully this video has been helpful. Please leave a comment. See you on my next video.